Okay, we're going to shoot over here to the heart line. The heart line is the horizontal line at the top of the palm. It's just below the fingers and tells us about your emotional state and the physical health of your heart. And you have a curved heart line, means you're loving and caring, very compassionate person. Now, your heart line also reflects the health of your heart. You want a nice, clean, consistent line without breaks or little islands on it. If you have these markings, that can indicate a little bit of stress on that heart. Now, as we take a look at your heart line as far as heart health goes, your heart line actually looks really good. It goes along nice and consistent. You don't see any big breaks or big islands. You have a little tiny bit of islanding right there in your late 50s, early 60s. But they're really minuscule. It's nothing really big. And you have what we call triangles underneath, which is a little bit of heart stress. But tell you the truth, we see this on just about everyone's hands. So you definitely want to eat heart healthy and do everything you can to reduce stress in your life. But other than that, your heart line looks really healthy. Now, I'll tell you how to double check that line. If there's anything serious, you want to look at the edge of your fingernails. And if you have any kind of a steep roundness to them, or what we call clubbing, especially if they grow over the end of the fingertip, then you want to look at the nail beds. There should be a nice pink color underneath that nail bed. You don't want any kind of blue or bluish tinge. Because if you do have kind of a bluish tinge to that, it means you're not getting the blood flow or the oxygen to the extremities. It means that your heart's actually working a lot harder than it should be. And if you have any of these indicators, you probably want to get a hold of your doctor and have them take a look at your heart. Alright, moving on to the sixth sense. The sixth sense is your intuition. It shows up as a nice little mound just under that index or that Jupiter finger on the right hand, and you want to see that nice little fat pad there. It's called the Mound of Jupiter. Now, as we take a look at the Mound of Jupiter on your hand, just under your index finger, and you actually have a pretty robust Mound of Jupiter. It's a little flat just because you're dehydrated, but you can tell there's a good mount there. It means you have a very strong intuition, a strong sixth sense. So you always want to go with that initial gut feeling. It'll never steer you wrong. You want to listen to those little promptings in the back of your mind. They're there to guide you. Let me tell you how to use or develop that intuition. Whenever you have a problem that seems difficult to solve, find a nice quiet room in the house, one without distractions, and sit down, turn off the lights, relax and quiet your mind. And when you're nice and calm, ask out loud for a solution to your problem. Then put it down and out of your mind and walk away for about probably 30 minutes and let your intuition and your subconscious work on that answer. And when you come back to it, you should have an answer. Listen to the small promptings, the still small voice in the back of your mind, and you should receive an answer fairly quickly. And this actually works really well at night. If you do this just before you go to sleep and let that subconscious mind kind of work on that overnight, you'll find that when you wake, you have a good answer to your problem.